Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Don't play with it. I just want a roughneck nigga on the tongue. You just wanna send me automatic with a drop. Ask me if I'm finished now, I just begun. I ain't giving out no money to no nigga just for fun. Are you dumb? Ask me if I'm finished now, I just begun. I ain't giving out no money to no nigga just for fun. Are you dumb? Other man, I don't know no other man. You like 100 niggas just for 100 bands. I don't even got me 100 bands. I'm still gonna make me 100 M's with 100 plans. I just want a roughneck nigga on the tongue. You just wanna send me automatic with a drop. Ask me if I'm finished now, I just begun. I ain't giving out no money to no nigga just for fun. Are you dumb? Other man, I don't know no other man. You like 100 niggas just for 100 bands. I don't even got me 100 bands. I'm still gonna make me 100 M's with 100 plans. Give me peso, extendo.
Hello. How is everybody doing? We getting into some rap shit. I just thought it was only right that we open with some rap females just looking good all up in the video, all on the record. How is everybody doing on this good old Friday? Like, I'm low-key a little excited to talk about the show. Not so much just the show, but just hearing everybody's opinion, because I've seen so many comments about whether or not people wanted to engage, or you guys couldn't really get into the show with that first season. This show is definitely a grower, and I'm just here for Lamont personally, but thank you guys so much for being here. If you are here and you are loving what we are about to do, please hit the like button right now at this very moment and let us know that you are in the house. I have some wonderful guests backstage, and I feel like this is going to be like mad fun because it's crazy people backstage with mad opinions. And I love that. I was upset that they opened with these 2 episodes. Like, why y'all couldn't just open with 1 episode? Why we got to get into 2? But that second one really had me like, oh yeah, this what we doing? Okay. But before we get into all those things, let me see what you guys are saying in this chat, and we are about to straight up get started. Please let me know if you can hear me and if I sound good. Let's see. Hi, Miss Tara. Good evening. Happy Friday. Missing you so much. Hello. Thank you so much for being here, Daria. Hey, y'all. I have no idea what this show is about, but I'm still here for the review, and that's why I love you, Danny. That's why I love you. Hopefully, if you guys like what you hear and what we have to say, you guys will go and engage with the show and all that good stuff. Let's see. My show is back. Court likes the show. Court says that she's been waiting. Let's see. Hey, what up though? Hope all y'all are well. I'm good. I can't speak for nobody else, but I'm straight. Hello, Bree. I know you haven't seen this show, so I'm just happy that you're here. Just got paid Friday night. Money in my pocket. Oh, damn, girl, ain't no Nike made dresses. Don't get me started. Let me see. Let's see. Shauna back on her BS as always. Child. Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and get into it, but I'm gonna definitely get into some ladies first here and bring out my first guest and see how she is feeling about rap shit. Coming to the stage is King Nikki TV. Hey, Nikki.
Hey, struggle audience. What's up? Happy Friday. Happy payday for some people.
How are you doing? How did you feel about these first 2 episodes?
Honestly, I wasn't the biggest fan of season 1. I saw like 1 episode and never saw it again. And then recently finished the first season. And it wasn't as bad as like I kind of started to get into it. And in these first 2 episodes, I'm kind of just in the middle. Like I don't love it. I don't hate it. I'm just kind of meh.
Meh. Dang.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm hoping that my man's backstage wasn't feeling meh, because we reviewed the first season of this show together. So I'm just hoping he has a little bit more smoke for the show. I wasn't mad. I was a little bit more than mad, but I wasn't like hating. I feel like they had a strong opening, and that's saying a lot for this show.
I wouldn't say strong opening, but it was a good opening. It was good. I wouldn't say strong.
It was strong for them, for the subject matter. Coming to the stage, y'all. Y'all know him. Y'all heard of him. You know he famous out here in these YouTube streets. Just my opinion, B. Avery. How
Hey,
are you
hey,
doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine, ma'am. How are you? How are you?
I am awesome. Thank you for being here, B.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited. Also, this is my first time collabing with Miss King Nikki. We
Yes.
met briefly backstage, and I'm really excited. Hello, struggle fans out there. And Tara, I'm so proud of you. I remember when you first started doing these lives. I remember when I first reached out to you, you was like, "Oh no, I'm nervous," but now you're a professional. And I'm
Oh.
super duper excited to talk to you guys about this show because I am just shocked at the opinions I've gotten already by
Mhm.
both of you and in the chat. I am shocked. I am shocked because I kind of feel the same. I don't want to spill the beans too much, but I'm really happy and glad to be here. So thank you for having me.
Definitely. Like this is a I have a love-hate relationship with this show. I love enough about it to stick around, but it's not, my favorite thing to watch. And I can't act like I was like, oh, I can't wait for Rap Shit season 2 to come out. I was like, you know what? If it comes out and when it comes out, I'll check it out. But it's definitely not my favorite thing. But Nikki, did you like episode 1 or 2 more?
I think I two got more in like emotion from me. Like I
Mhm.
was real hot about episode 2. So that was probably
Mm.
my favorite one sitting through because I like stuff to really elicit something from me. And that's
Mhm.
what episode 2 did. I
What
was
about
ready to
you,
jump
V?
through the TV.
What about you, V? Episode 1 and 2, what did it for you?
Definitely episode 2. Definitely episode 2. After I watched episode 1, and I watched episode 1 twice just to
Mhm.
make sure I didn't miss anything, and I only saw episode 2 once, but yeah, I feel you, Nikki, King Nikki. Episode 2, I was pissed off. I was like, "Wait a minute, we gotta get into this." And kinda like y'all, with season 1, I didn't love it, I didn't hate it, I was somewhat in between. It was
Mhm.
the ending of the season that really
Yeah.
got me on board when I was like, okay, they're busted now. They're gonna go down for this credit card fraud. These
Right.
these are not the best. Our protagonists are kind of bad guys. Like, are we supposed to be rooting for these people? But
Yeah.
the ending of season 1, I was like, okay, I gotta see what happens in season 2 now, and so that's what got me on board. But after I watched episode 1 the first time, I was like, why am I wasting my time watching this? I felt so bad. I felt obligated, and I was like, "It's black people, and I want to support them, and I want to diversify."
Mhm.
But I was like, it's like this feels like a chore, but I want to know what happens next. And so, episode 2, I'm glad was a lot better because that did give me life. And when I saw your stream earlier today, I was like, you know what, I gotta jump on here. So I'm glad I did, but I was nervous. I thought people was gonna rip me up like, B, why, if you hate the show so much, why are you talking about it? Yada yada. But y'all feel the same way I do. So I'm like, hey, let's do this. So I'm
What I
here.
can say is, like I told y'all, I'm here for Lamont. I am here for Lamont. But I do like the fact that it looked like they kind of paid attention and we didn't get as much as the phone social media interaction these first 2 episodes with them. Oh, I'm on Instagram. I'm on, them, this POV of them, recording themselves constantly, trying to kind of cater to a certain audience. I feel like they found a good medium now, and we didn't get a whole lot of that. So I was happy to see that. But getting into episode 1, yield. Shauna, we need more ass. We need more ass. We need, like, girl, get in where you fit in. We get into this video and they are looking like backup for Rain. I didn't want to judge right away, but we looking real backup and extra. But Shauna is just really low key, not getting in where she fits in. And I felt like that Mia had all of this chemistry. Like she was very lucid with her movement. She was there. Like Shauna act like she ain't never shook no ass a day in her life. B, how did you feel about this photo shoot and Duke letting him know like we don't cook crack like that? Where's the baking soda?
Yeah, I thought it was very funny because when it comes to the main characters, Maya is it Mia or Maya? Is it
Mia.
Mia?
Mhm.
I like Mia much more than Shauna
Everybody.
because Shauna has a stick up her butt, and she did in this scene too. Like you said, Mia is just trying to embrace it and make the best out of the situation.
Mhm.
But Shauna seems like she feels that she's better than everybody. Like this is beneath her. So for her to have to sing backup to this artist that she really has no passion or love for was just very funny to me. That she's kind of humbled and that she's gonna have to crawl before she can walk. So
Definitely.
I enjoyed it because I hate to say this, but I'm gonna be honest. She was kind of suffering, and she deserved it, in my opinion. So I got a little tickle out of that right there. And Chastity Duke, trying to be the manager. Favorite character out the whole show right now.
Chastity, fine as hell. I just want to say that.
In real life on the show.
Period. Like she's fine. She can't hide that fineness behind them braids and her clothes. Nikki, how did you feel about Shauna? Did you feel like she was giving enough ass in the video?
Well, first of all, you here for Lamont. I'm only here for Chastity. But Shauna, I have a love, hate with Shauna, because honestly, Shauna reminds me a lot of me, like way too much. Like,
get off the stream, Nikki. Get out of here.
I'm telling you. And I wish they would deep dive more into, like, we know she want to be famous, she want to be a rapper, but I feel like Mia is a lot better at just playing the game, putting on. Shauna doesn't know how to just suck it up and do what you need to do to get what you want. I'm pretty sure Mia probably don't care nothing about that white girl, but she gonna play the game and she gonna play along and she gonna smooth. Meanwhile, like you said, your slide say Shauna over there with a calculator. He's complaining like she looks so. And I was honestly, I don't know if I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. I thought she was counting money. I thought she was trying to figure out the contract. I was like, why is she on the I did not get it at first.
Like, oh, Mia's still talking to me. Let me look busy like I got some friends. Like Shauna is so. I really felt sorry for Shauna, and y'all know I can't stand Shauna. Me and B just did not like Shauna at all, but I felt sorry for her. Just not in this scene, but once we click over and we met her parents, I was like, damn, Shauna ain't got nobody. Oh my God. She's so lonely. Like she has kind of, and it's kind of low key her fault in a way, the way that she has kind of had been on her high horse for so long. She's alienated so many people who maybe considered her a friend, and the whole boyfriend situation from last season. But to get here and her mom just like, girl, get the hell out of my face. We ain't got no money. we got nothing. I was like, wow, she really has no like real deep connection with anybody. So that's why she's pretending she's on that damn calculator. But Nikki, how did you feel about the mother's approach? Did you feel like she was doing like too much, or did you feel like she was valid and feeling like you're wasting your time? Like I don't want to hear nothing about no rapping, no nothing. Then you come in here like fraud, but not really. I mean, like, did you feel like the mother was kind of overbearing, or did you feel like, girl, get the hell out of my face?
Honestly, as the first introduction to the audience, for me, it felt like too much. But we know how selfish Shauna is. We know how she be all wrapped in herself. So I feel like it's likely valid. We just haven't seen the background where for you to walk in your mama house. Do you know how much I used to grocery shop at my mama house in my early 20s? And she still welcomed me in the house. You gotta really have them piss your parents off for you to walk in and they just say, we ain't got no money to buy. Like, it's obviously more to the story. So I feel like it was kind of jarring as the introduction, but I'm with the mama.
And what about you, B? How did you feel about that? And how did you feel about, because I was thinking we was going to open the show with Shauna behind bars, like, let me out. Right. Let me out. And we kind of breezed through that as something that, we're going to get into later. But how did you feel about that, as well as the mother saying, we ain't got no money, you drop out, get out of here?
Well, yeah, I was surprised with the opening, just seeing her doing a music video. I thought she was going to be behind bars too, or panicking like, oh my God, what are we going to do? Or, trying to draw to Mexico or something like that. So that was interesting. But I am with the mama. 100%. I did not feel sorry for her at all. Not in the slightest. I was like, yes, bring the heat down on that ass, because she deserves it. Like, I don't like Shauna. I mean, like, we were talking about this not too long ago, Tyra, like, because I thought one of my accounts was hacked, and just how frustrated I was. It's like, how can you just wake up every day ruining somebody's lives, even if they do have protection and can get their money back? And so I don't like her because of just the way she treats people, how high horse, and also because she steals. And so, her also just trying to play it down like, yeah, I'm being questioned, I wasn't charged. The way her mom and dad charged her, like, rightfully so. What are they supposed to say? Well, how are they supposed to react? It was a normal reaction, like any sane parent would react that way. So I'm 100 with the mama. the daddy, everything. Grill her ass because she deserves it. I was like over here like yes.
If y'all couldn't tell, B really doesn't like Shauna. Hood rat shit with my hood rat friends. Yeah, I like these little hood rat friends of hers. They are very comical. They come through and do it like they're not trying to be anything more than what they are. These are some hood rat friends here. But we flexing because we got all the streaming. So I got Hulu, Netflix, and HBO Max, and it's all in my name. Like, oh my goodness. Mia is clearly spending the money that she got from Cash last season. I just had to put down there that Shauna has gone viral again, like she did when she decided to have her moment on stage. Like, Shauna just can't ever catch a damn break. But I just love that they opened the scene with the two friends having a kiki. They just cannot stand Shauna. But B, how did you feel about, I guess, Mia just spending money that she's just kind of, I was like, girl, put that money up. But it's just being really happy to flex and finally be able to pay for certain things. And she's just happy to, have some money in her pocket. But did you feel like she should have put that money up? And how did you feel about her not giving a damn whether or not Shauna went to jail?
Well, I think they mentioned that she got 30 bands. Okay. I'm glad that she paid 6 months in rent. That's cool. I mean, you got to pay that. I'm glad that she paid for the tuition. It shows a lot when you're bragging about how many streaming services you have. But it is what it is. I got to talk about the dress though. She was looking good in the outfit. She got a nice body. I'm not gonna lie. If I was out and about and she crossed in front of me, I would at least turn my head at the very least. And so, I mean, I like women in all different shapes and sizes. I like them slim. I like them thick. I like them all in between that. But she was looking good right here. I got to give it to you. The ratchet friends you spoke about, funny. What is that? Is that real name Dominique?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love her. In real life, she was on the other show with Issa Rae, Insecure. I just love her. What was the other question you had?
Nothing. Did you care at all how Mia felt like she didn't give a damn about whether or not Shauna went to jail or not? Like, I don't care about that.
No. Why should she care? No, because that's evil. So no. If you want to steal, you want to do the crime, do the time. So I don't care at all.
Nikki, how did you feel about the streaming services, and how did you feel about her just kind of being shysty at the fact that they like, oh, y'all not gonna watch my baby this whole month? Like, girl, you can't just obligate me to watch your baby for the whole month. Due to last season, we do understand why she doesn't want to leave the baby with her mama, but no, baby, call your baby. You got a baby father. Call the daddy. How did you feel about that?
I honestly was so confused with that whole situation because why do I have to ask you to watch your child? I'm about to pass the baby like a football. Like, this is your child. I'm not asking you to watch your child. Here go your child. Bye. Like, I'm not explaining I need to go. Here go that's your child. Like, I don't know. That was kind of confusing to me. And we know Lamont, he might go to his, mama house, but Lamont be there. So I'm like, why you asking everybody except him? I don't know. That threw me. I didn't get it.
Because she did Lamont wrong last season.
But that don't have nothing to do with the baby.
She think it is. She is like really in her own bubble and her like it's all about me right now. So she ain't even thinking about that. But yeah, I would just like to say that I cannot stand Pretty V as a comedian. I don't find her funny on Wild 'N Out, on her, her skits and everything on her Instagram. Not hating, it's just not my cup of tea. Acting here, she does really well here.
Now who is Pretty V?
Oh, child. Nikki don't follow nobody, y'all. Nikki don't follow nobody, y'all. No.
I'm at the loop. I'm sorry.
Nikki ain't seen Color Purple, y'all. Don't talk to Nikki.
Oh.
No, Pretty V is she does comedy, but it's a little obnoxious for my taste. But she is really acting very well to me. I just want to say that. But yeah, are you going to be a pimp, a promoter, a manager? Because I can do it for you. We still have Duke straddling the fence on what she wants to do. Pretty V's character is hella loyal. She's still coming through with the bands. I don't know why, but I guess she like pretty much like the bottom B. But she's still, coming over and handing in the money. But she's letting it be known, like, yo, somebody is waiting to take your spot. I might even take your spot, and I feel like that's what's going to end up happening because Duke is kind of low key missing in action because she is on tour. B, how did you feel about this little situation here? Do you feel like it's going to turn into anything?
I hope it does because she is pretty on the left. I'm not familiar with her other platforms of entertainment, so I'm gonna have to check that out. But I do agree with you that the acting here was pretty good. I am still confused by their relationship though, because I know that Duke Chastity is a promoter, pimp, manager, but I was just kind of saying, and I'm not trying to hate, but I'm like, how are you able to pull this young lady over here? Like, I don't understand. Apparently, we're gonna talk about it in episode 2 because Duke Chastity, she is able to finesse her way into certain situations. I do think that. But I'm still trying to figure out how this even came to be. It just I don't understand why. What is her name on the left again? What is her name?
Duke or Chastity. Or
Excuse me.
no, this one over here, I don't know her character's name. I just know her as her like name in the public as Pretty V.
Yeah, I want to see how this is going to play out. I'm interested. Hopefully, it develops into something because out of both episodes, this scene confused me the most. I just don't understand this relationship.
Well, B, we got the whole situation last season of Duke learning the pimping game from a uncle, and that's the thing. I think we straddled the fence with that last season, like how she's supposed to be having this whole strong pimp hand energy, and then they have other scenes where it's just like her character really isn't giving that to where you would think that she could control all of these women, or just like she says here, she says such and such has been rolling up. You can't control anything. What are you going to do if he walks up to you with a gun? Like, she's supposed to be a pimp. She's supposed to be there for protection. Like,
right.
I don't know. Nikki, you think Duke protecting anybody?
No, why you had to say it like
I was asking.
Nah, well, first of all, I want to know what region B. Avery is from, because as somebody raised in Florida, it is not confusing to me how the hell Chastity got this girl. Florida studs be pulling the baddest women. Okay, that's number one. And Chastity is slicker than oil. Chastity know how to maneuver. I'm here for Chastity. I love her character. I love everything she's trying to do. She ain't over her head, but I love what she's trying to do. She's the that I really like. So I have no slander for Chastity.
Oh, child, you watched first season? Okay, let's move on.
Yep, I saw the first season.
I love Chastity too, but it's just certain things that we're gonna get into with these couple of episodes here where it'd be like, come on now, Chastity. He's a good man, Savannah. I just thought he's a good man, Savannah. He's a good man, Savannah. Like, I just really ain't messing with the way Mia is trying to do Lamont. Like, I was already smited. Like, girl, I already gave you long strokes and you just gonna dump me like this because you met a nigga with some money. Okay, whatever. Then she, it's like, why didn't you call me first? Like, I'm here. Give me the opportunity to take care of my daughter. But I do love the fact that no matter what, Lamont always approaches her with respect. And I just feel like that is really commendable. You're going to miss him when he gone, girl. B, how do you feel about Lamont and him, doing what he needs to do regardless of how she did him last season?
Yeah, kind of like you said, King Nikki, it doesn't make any sense, like, why she wouldn't go to him first. And I don't understand the relationship. Like, why he's not a deadbeat. I think he gave her like 5 or 6 bands last week. I mean, he's doing what he can. He may not come through all the time, but yeah, I didn't like Mia the way she did him last season. But I like the way he's standing his ground here. He was a bit annoyed by her, but it's like, look, I'm here. I think his exact words were, I'm here for my baby. I'm here for my daughter. So of course I got her, and so Mia is she's powerful. She knows she did him wrong, and that's why she didn't feel comfortable asking. But it's his daughter. It's not a chore obligation. That's the other half. So I don't know. She needs to get it together because that was weird, the asking for permission type stuff.
Nikki, you got anything on this?
I don't know if maybe this why I'm single, but I don't get why y'all keep saying that Shauna did him. What did she do wrong? Like, they hooked up, but there was no expectation that they were supposed to be a couple. They were both single. They hooked up, and she went her single way with somebody else. I don't see how she did him wrong.
No.
But, okay. That's I got you. But what if the table was flipped? What if he did her like that? I think she would be all in her feelings. Oh my God, I mean, given her character. I mean, because remember when she got kicked out the hotel last time because she wasn't giving up the box, she was distraught. so you know what, I'm like, oh my god, I feel so stupid and all this, and they was in the limousine and all that. So what if Lamont did that same thing to her? I think she would be in her feelings.
Yeah.
Um,
She probably
it's
would be, but he wouldn't be wrong.
No, like, are we forgetting last season?
I just saw last season last
the
week.
whole situations of her, like, same thing with that we get into here. You're not going to use me for dick. You're not going to use me for emotional support. You're not going to use me for your own personal liberties. And of course, Lamont makes it clear that he has, expectations to be more than just your baby daddy, or, if you want us to work at a relationship, I'm absolutely here for that. Which is why before they had sex last season, he was like, are you okay? Like, this is a step. Like, this means that we're getting back, on a good note to maybe get close and bond like we used to be or whatever. And then you kind of just like snatch that back because you met another dude. Like, it was trash.
Yeah, thank you, Tara. And to piggyback, I remember that. He's like, did we forget? I did for a second. It wasn't just like it wasn't transactional, like I just want to get a nut in. You know what I'm saying? She was like, I care about you. Let's make this work. Let's be there for each other. It wasn't just like, hey, can you just drop this D off real quick? It was she wanted more than that. And I think he was like, are you sure you want to take it here? Because how does her daughter 6 years old? So they've been getting in, here and there, or of course they have since for a number of years. And so they've been down this road back and forth, and he didn't want to take it there. That's why he was like, are you sure you want to do this again? And she obliged him, but then threw it back in his face. It's like, what? Okay.
Like, what? Damn, that's not what you were saying yesterday. Yeah. Bree said the actor is fine, who I think is RJ Seiler. Yeah, yes. RJ Seiler is cute. Yeah. But yeah, never trust a nigga named Francois with frosted tips, because what?
Hold on, Tyra, I gotta say real quick. I do like the way you think though, Nikki. I like that.
Like, we ain't putting nothing in right. I ain't tell you I was going.
I'm just saying, unless it is, I don't know. I'm the type of person, I'm not assuming because we hang out every day. Like, if it is not explicitly said, don't give me no signal, don't give me no sign. No, I need it to be explicitly said. We ain't. Otherwise, I'm single and I can do what I want to do, and you can too.
Yeah. So anybody out there checking, whatever can be whatever, and nigga gonna act like she don't know you when she see you in public. Getting into this scene. Yeah, this told me all I needed to know about Francois. This is a favor. It's very much y'all need me, I don't need y'all. I could have called Ice Spice. No, you couldn't have, because you would have called her. Yeah. The energy that he was on last season, trying to, my vagina smell like chicken greens and collard greens from your mama house, that wasn't, selling to the folks. Nobody was checking for Rain, and he wanted them to come through and validate. This was supposed to be a helping situation. The way that they just, first of all, Mia is just happy. Like, oh, he said, girl, he could tell you anything. He could tell Mia that the sky was purple. She's like, oh yeah, today and tomorrow. Like, she just happy to hear something that she wants. This could turn into $1 million deal. It's a bunch of, empty promises, in my opinion. And I was just so mad that we are still here. I felt like with that last episode, when they had that sit down, that Chastity kind of stood some ground a little bit, just to, I'm, whatever, but please recognize what I have been able to do for you guys. But once again, like I said last season, Chastity ain't never got nothing in writing that, says the position of the role that she's played. And she's really getting treated like a peon. I thought maybe her and, Shauna's relationship would be a little better now, but it's just like, no. I felt like Chastity was right to have her reservations of, oh, we're not getting money. We're not getting paid for this. We're not, we can't, sing our song. That's, Budden right now. Like, what can we get? Absolutely nothing. All right, yeah, we cool with that. And Shauna is just in agreement. B, how did you feel about this scene?
Oh man, I'm team Chastity all the way. I love the pushback, the standing on the ground. It's like, no, like, we don't want to be taken advantage of. I like that. I like her fight, her bark. She's not asking for the world. She's being reasonable. Yeah. Can we get 2 minutes? Can we perform our 2 shows? I mean, I understand if they can't do that, but I like the fact that she's at least asking or trying. She's being the best manner that she can. And Shauna's annoying. Like, damn, like, she is just so annoying. Just chill the F out and humble yourself, man. And just stop being so rude and disrespectful to everybody. Like, I just don't like her. And I didn't like her in this scene either.
Well, Nikki, with the history that she has with Francois, like you never trust a nigga named Francois. That's right up there with Pierre. Sorry to anybody named Francois and Pierre. Um like he has, wronged her in the past. So for her to just fall back in as if he wouldn't, do it again, it's just mind-boggling to me. But did you feel like they got a raw deal, or this is how the music business works?
I do not understand why Mia and Shauna have Chastity here to just never listen to her. Like, if she your manager or not, like, I feel like she might as well not be here. Is she here just to hand y'all water when y'all thirsty and go to the bar to get y'all drink? It's so confusing to me. Like, I feel like that's kind of, to me, the point of a manager. Like, you can't just go by, you might as well manage your own career. I feel like, yes, when you are trying to do anything, regardless, there may be certain positions that may not be a monetary gain, but it's some other type of gain that will help you. However, they literally get absolutely nothing from this deal. You, like I say, you can't do your song, you don't get paid, like you don't get any. Y'all need to get something. Like, give me something. It was just so outrageous. And Chastity was making good points. And I don't know, I'm very into the words people say. They getting hyped like old boy said, go on this tour, y'all gonna get $1 million. It's not what he said. Like, I'm very into what people say. Right. And I feel like people, I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. Like, no, I'm not gonna get up here on stage and twerk while I'm dressed like Aunt Jemima behind Miss Sally Sue. I'm not finna be playing those games. Like, they literally, oh God, it just that scene frustrated me, especially when we had the whole sit down. Well, I thought Chastity was laying down the law like she do with her little hoes. I thought we had that sit down meeting up at the basketball court when them shooting hoops, so Chastity could say, "Look, niggas, I'm here for a reason. Is y'all gonna listen?" But we right back to them kind of just disrespecting Chastity. I don't know. It irked me. I'm sorry.
No, it makes sense. I thought we were going to be beyond this season. Not so much her and Shauna being bestie, but I thought after that sit down, like, whatever y'all feel about me, regardless, more so Shauna, because Mia, they have that little camaraderie. Like, I've done stuff for you guys that you weren't able to do by yourself, or gotten into certain spaces, use what little resources I have and I get shit done. So, at least respect me for that. Like, no, it's like we back to square one and it doesn't matter. So I understand. But yeah, get the strap, because why you falling out on the floor? We have this little going away party situation for Mia, and I put double tantrums here because not only I don't know her mama name, but I just put Tasha Mack up there because it was giving Tasha Mack from the goddamn game. And I was like, she needs to sit down. She needs to sit down. The mother is feeling smited because, with the behavior from last season, I don't want my baby with you for a full month. The drinking, the attitude, I'm going to give it to Lamont. And she found a way to kind of make this moment low key about her. And we just got a little reiteration of why she didn't want to leave the baby with her. But yeah, the baby, I ain't get the strap right at this moment, because you got a right to feel some type of way about your mama leaving for a month. You've never left me for this long. But she was pushing it, all of the getting under the table, and I was like, man, if y'all don't, I'm extra non-parents in the thing. Nikki, how would you have handled baby girl down there at the bottom kind of having her tantrum?
Well, as the only one on the panel without kids, let me give you my childhood expert advice. I personally feel like, now one thing my mama loved to always say is her kids never had no tantrums, but my mama was the type of parent where you're allowed to like feel and express your emotions. I feel like we do have to give kids a certain leeway. Your brain isn't developed. Most adults can't even control their damn emotions. So when she said that her mama is leaving, honestly, let her feel what she feel. For me, when it was getting the strap was when she was in the studio with her daddy. That's when she was going a little too far. She was doing the countdown, like, nigga, what you gonna do when you get to 10? Like, that's when she was doing too much. But flipping out, because I know a lot of kids who cry and flip out and don't want their mama to leave. Like, that'd be a big thing for kids when their mama is finna. So your mama could be finna go to work and you might flip out. So I didn't think she was crazy at the party. It got crazy later. But I would have just let her have her tantrum.
What about you, B?
Wow. Yeah, I don't have children. And I can't yet. And I can't wait until we give commentary on the studio scene. But this right here, absolutely not. This was ridiculous. Ain't no way I would have allowed my child to throw a tantrum that way in front of other people? Are
Mm.
you serious? I'm just thinking about all the times where I got remotely close to that and my mama put me in check. I never reacted this way about anything.
Mm.
And there's just no way that would have happened. I mean, only way I would have let that slide is if it was behind closed doors, but you doing this in front of the company and she's going for a month. So what? Like, you're with your mom all of the time, every day. You are the main
Oh.
parent, okay? Like Lamont, I don't even think he's a weekend dad. He just every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, so you with your mom all the time. And just because she's going away for a month, like that just didn't add up to me. I no. And they let it slide. I still believe in whoopings. I know that's a thing today, and people like, no, we can't do that anymore. And no, her butt would have been red acting like that. That's just crazy to me. Are we just talking about the daughter, the whole scene?
No, you can talk about you can talk about the mother also.
Yeah. At first, we are cut from different cloths. We're all products of our environment. We see that, a large reason why Mia is the way she is because her mother, she's at least 50 years old here, maybe upper 40s. I say maybe 50.
I was say, nah, this the hood, baby. She probably 43.
Yeah. Probably. But the way that she's acting like that, it's just like, damn, man, like, you're too old for this, why are you bitter? Why are you upset? You can feel some type of way, but I don't know why you so happy. It's hard. She's screaming and it's too much. I like the way that Mia handled it for the most part, but I was really just wanting her to. Sometimes you got to kill him with, well, not kill him with kindness, sadness. But when Mia made the line, we're like, fine, just leave then. I was just like, no, you're adding fuel to the fire. Just be quiet. Let her leave and feel stupid on her walk of shame home down the stairs. In the parking lot across in the car, and let her vent to her mom, or not her mom, but her new boo or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the mom sucks. The daughter stinks.
Yeah, I felt like there was a little jealousy on the mom's part, along with her also being upset that she chose to leave the baby with her dad, and instead of her. But it was also like, she's making it somewhere that I never thought. But it's like, yeah, I did the best I could. Girl, shut up! This ain't about you. This is not your day. But yeah, I, as the mother on the panel, I believe in whooping ass. There's a certain rule, with discipline. You get to a certain place where you don't have to discipline because the boundaries are established. So you think about getting your ass under the table. All I gotta do is look at you, and you're gonna get your ass from under there. That's all I'm saying about that.
But I was like, it wasn't even no look or no point or nothing. Like,
and I wholeheartedly and feel, stand in my children expressing themselves, and I'm here for that. But this here, I ain't here for none of this. Get your ass up. Let's go to the next scene.
and I do agree with you as far as letting children express themselves.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I agree with that, but not kicking tables and stuff. No.
Yeah,
sometimes you gotta kick a table. Look.
Y'all, Nikki is the only child.
I mean, when I tell you, but and every child is different. But I used to wild the hell out. Like, I'm being, I used to, when I would flip out, I had anger issues when I was a kid. I would literally destroy my room. Like, I would be punching walls, throwing and the only thing my mama would do was just have a conversation with me. Like, I would flip that. But I feel like I was a young kid. I didn't know how to handle emotion or even put a name to it. So I just had to kick a table.
Nikki, are you like part Caucasian or anything? No, I'm dead ass. Like, are you like part anything? Is your mama anything? Like, is your mama just straight black?
All I know is my mom is just black. That's all I know.
Oh wow.
But
I don't know. That was my mama.
I just feel like now when she get to the studio, that was taking it. But and I'm just like, every time she just we gonna
go to this scene. But I'm gonna say, like, if we would have handled what we needed to handle there, we wouldn't have got that in the studio. That's all I'm saying. But This was like a little kind of like low key gaslighting and flirting at the same time. I was a little uncomfortable in this scene. I didn't know where it was gonna go. I thought he's gonna take off his clothes and get in this water with her. But I was like, Shauna, the last thing you need to do is, sleep with the management child or whatever he's trying to be with y'all, because that'll mess up the whole thing. But he is just kind of, in my opinion, kind of stroking her ego. It seems like he was kind of unsure. Like, what if they come back in here and say no, they don't want to go on tour with Rain anymore, blah 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 blah. And he's like, let me keep Shauna kind of at bay and make her think, oh, it's all about you. And, it's like, yeah, no, I'm just telling you these things up until, a certain point until I get what I need. But the whole thing of, the boyfriend and jumping in the water, it just looked like they were about to have a moment that I'm so glad didn't happen. But I'm also I was kind of reflecting in this episode on like how different Shauna's life is in comparison to Mia. Mia has so many friends. She is surrounded, Lamont, her daughter, her mother, but she has, people in her corner who really care about her, versus Shauna. She just literally is sitting here talking to Francois. There was absolutely nobody here for her in her corner this episode. Not like that. And not, not for their own gain. But yeah, B, how did you feel about this scene? Was I tripping, or did you think this was going to turn into something else?
I want to say you tripping, but this scene annoyed me. I lost a lot of respect for Shauna in this scene. The good thing about it is she did look nice and thick when she jumped in the pool. I did like the curves and the thickness and all that. That was cool. But what bothered me was how, well, first of all, before I even say that, is Francois gay or bi? I couldn't understand the dialogue because they said that he was receiving service on a public transit. I don't know if they were saying from a male or a female. Maybe I can clear it up.
Female. I don't think he's gay.
Okay.
Bye.
I didn't think before. I didn't think so before this scene, but here I was a bit confused. But the reason why I lost a bit of respect for Shauna on this scene is they are being friends and lovey-dovey in this scene alone. But when they're in front of other company, he talks to her and treats her like she ain't shit, and she stands up for that. I don't like that at all. Keep it consistent. If you want to be buddy friends behind closed doors at the pool, at the jacuzzi, treat me with the same respect when we're around company, and I'm just not some annoying pest that's asking for favors all the time. And so I don't like that. She allows that type of behavior.
Absolutely. Nikki, did you feel like anything was about to happen with Shauna taking her clothes off, getting in this pool?
I'm with B. Avery. I was confused. I thought he was gay, so I was like, "Why they flirting? Ain't he gay?" I mean, because I could have sworn the conversation they was having about never have I ever. I'm with B. Did I read it wrong? I thought they were talking about him getting serviced by a man.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Why he flirting?" So I was like, "Is he bisexual?" I was so confused.
Yeah.
It did feel like.
See, now y'all got me rethinking the scene.
Because when they was playing the game, I could have sworn that's what they said, but I'm really confused with Shauna is such a hypocrite because she acts like she is so above a lot of things. Her and this guy haven't even they met for dinner or drinks when he was super late. They haven't even really resolved anything that actually happened. He just said, "Well, I see now you doing what I told you to do all along, like you're finally selling out." And then we just moved on. Everything she does is so fraudulent. She oh God.
I love this comment. It says Francois still mad at Shauna for getting with Clef. Yeah, that's the vibe that I was getting, like a little resentment. Like, could he be trying to pay her back? It just seems like she's gonna think one thing and the other. I wouldn't be surprised if the other shoe drops. I'm hoping that they get cute with the writing and it's not that predictable, but we already don't trust him right off the bat as far as his motives with this group and what he's using them for. But I'm gonna go back and rewatch the scene because y'all talking about public transit being service. I had missed all of that. I was like, got a little some. Let's see. No long strokes for you, boo. None at all. None at all. I'm not doing this with you. I was so happy that Lamont didn't fall for the coochie and the okie doke. That's right, Lamont. Get out of here. I was happy to see this. B, how did you feel about Lamont being strong? Saying you're not going to just be using me for my penis and emotional support just when you feel like it. If I can't have everything, I don't want nothing at all. Girl, get off me. B.
I'm on the fence. I'm glad that he kind of gave us some pie in the face. Like, you ain't getting none of this. I'm going home. You know what I'm saying? that was kind of funny to me. But at the same time, I was like, man, bust your nut real quick and bounce. You don't have to, kiss her passionately and stuff like that. You could. I'm not trying to sound crude or anything like
He
that.
loves her.
I mean, I guess it kind of shows my maturity level a little bit, and my pettiness. Because I was like, no, bro, knock her down and leave. You know what I'm saying? Just get it in. You don't got to spend a night and caress her all night and stuff like that. But go on and get yours and bounce and make her feel a certain way. But I did get a bit of satisfaction seeing her look at this. Like, oh, damn, I guess I'm gonna have to do it myself. So.
B wanted me to get done dirty.
Yeah, a little bit.
Nikki, how did you feel about this?
I pretty much feel the same way, kind of what I said earlier. Is if she wanted to try to make something happen, that's her right. And either he consents or he doesn't, that's his right. If he doesn't only want something sexual, so he like, nah, we not doing this. Because obviously Lamont doesn't just want something sexual. He wants, like, he has emotions tied in. So if he doesn't feel like he wants to do that, that's his right. So yeah, go ahead and go. Set those boundaries and don't keep bouncing back.
V said that king knows his worth. Damn sure do. Buzz like, no, we not doing this. And I was happy for it. Like, you got me last time. Came here and put your titties on my back. Not this time. I'm walking out the room.
it just sucks because it's not too many guys out there that just take the time and be like, are you sure this is what you want to do? You know what I'm saying? Try to care about your emotions. And women complain about that all the time. So it's just like, well, you had your guy and you are doing dirty. But anyway.
But yeah, is Shauna all that solid? First of all, Maurice, if you're gonna go down there, I'm gonna need you to lift up my leg, bro. But
I swear to God, I had the same thought in that scene. I was like,
what are you doing? Licking up kitty litter. Lift up my leg, sir. Did Shauna snitch? Is she going to jail? We have her touching bases with Maurice in this scene, and I also felt like she wanted some affection, something that I think she's second guessed. Like, I don't. This is a weird thing kind of happening here with Francois. If I do want some love and affection or some connection with somebody, let me go visit Maurice and get my D from there. And of course, he delivers. But we also have Ahmad, Issa brother, roll up. I just can't get ready for Ahmad in this straight roll. It be cracking me up every time. But it's like, yeah, I don't think Shauna is so solid. From what he says to me, it sounds like, hey, if she is that solid, why do they even know who I am and want me to come in for questioning? So maybe if, the scenario was, you have to give us something, give up a name, and she gave up his instead of Maurice's. And it's just like, hey, you're going to make a choice. And if you have to, it better be me. B, how did you feel about this?
That didn't cross my mind. Well, first of all, you gave me some information I didn't know. You said that's Issa Rae's real brother that pulled up.
No, that's her brother in Insecure. Just as a character.
Oh, okay.
Remember the gay brother from Insecure?
I don't remember.
You don't? Okay.
I don't remember. But, I didn't really put it together that Shauna's a snitch, and that's how his name came up. I think that she's even though I don't like her, I don't think she'll snitch. I think she's kind of solid. I mean, I think you would have to torture her to get her to speak. I could be wrong. She could sound off, at the drop of a beat. So we're gonna have to see it. I'm gonna reserve the rest of my thoughts because I just don't know at this time.
Nikki, do you think Shauna is gonna go to jail at any time in this season?
Well, for one, it's supposed to be loosely based on City Girl. So if we're loosely basing it, then yeah, because JT went to jail. But what I personally think, or I hope, like the twist is gonna be, is he thinking it gotta be old girl that snitched him out. I think it might be his buddy. I think the buddy might be the one. Like, it doesn't have to be Shauna that get, because you think your friend's solid. And so she had to be the one to give up. Now, I truly do not see Shauna as like snitching somebody out. Like, I just really don't. But it was very confusing to me.
Shauna so much credit.
I don't see her just snitch. I don't know. I don't see her just snitching on somebody. I think she is the obvious choice for the person that would snitch on him. So that's why I think it's probably his friend. But I don't know why if the feds is listening, hypothetically, anytime I ever did dirt with somebody, I'm doing dirt with folks that I'm not doing dirt with somebody if I can't trust you. Like that don't make no sense to me.
Right.
I don't know. We will see, but I don't push it past Shauna. If it came down to, it's me or this person, like if I gotta save myself or give this up, I don't put that past Shauna. Hell, I don't put that past nobody. Like, don't do no dirt with me because I'm turning you in if I gotta say that. But yeah, we open the second episode with "Shut Up, Shauna." Like, you don't get to come here and complain. They open with all this hour tour bus, an hour, and I'm like, ain't none of this. Ain't none of this, y'all. This is all, a flex. He's flexing also, but then, our name couldn't even be put on the marquee. And I love, Duke rubbing it in, like, you get what you negotiate for, which was absolutely nothing. You guys didn't set like any terms or any standards for yourself. You just took your ass out here on this tour and just, expect to, I guess, just gain something from this opportunity. You don't know what the hell is going to happen. But B, how did you feel about their name not being on the marquee and Shauna feeling some type of way about it?
She tripping. I mean, I didn't. Well, at the time, I didn't know what to make of it. But once we saw the production later on in the episode, I was like, why would you expect your name to be up there? It just really doesn't make any sense to me. And this is their first tour, domestic. They don't. I don't know what she's complaining about. She just needs to humble herself. And I don't like Francois. I just he needs to sit down. Like, even though you're a lot further along in this industry than they are, I just think he needs to humble himself too. He just looks goofy over there on the bottom right. I don't like him.
No, I don't like Francois either. I don't like the way he treating Chastity already, because what you're not going to do is treat me like a peon anyway. Right. But Nikki, how did you feel about this marquee situation? I didn't think their name would be. First of all, where was he going to go? But yeah, I didn't think your name was going to be there because you guys have settled. Y'all didn't have any terms. You kind of settled to kind of be backup for Reign. So why would your name be up there?
Do y'all remember around that B-Day era when Beyonce had the mamas who was like her backup singers on stage? That's what they're giving. Mia and Shauna are giving. Like they remember when Mariah Carey started her career singing backup? Like, why would the backup singer's name be on the marquee? Like, that's literally old girl had that whole PR situation where I don't know what the hell that girl was saying on that damn video. She was losing her mind. So now we trying to reverb the image. So let's put some niggers up there, some nigresses next to the white girl, give her a little more credibility with the black audience. They're just here as like a set piece, really. Yeah. So I'm not surprised they name ain't up there, especially when Shauna pretty much said, yes, sir, I take anything, any little crumb you want to give us. Yeah. Yes, sir, thank you. So,
It just takes a lot of legwork. I mean, I'm where I'm at with my small channel. I aspire to do more interviews and to be on red carpets and do this. But I'm not, I may attempt, but I'm not gonna complain about it if I don't make it. I still realize there's still a lot of work that I have to do, and I'm happy with what I get right now. There's another colleague that I know that does YouTube stuff. They're so entitled. It's like, what are you talking about? Why are you comparing yourself to people that's been doing this for 15 years that have a bigger following that's 10 times bigger than you and stuff? Reminded me of Shauna as well. Just like, you're just not there yet. You're just not there yet. So.
I would need Shauna to stay off live. I understand you got no friend, Shauna. You got nobody to talk to on this tour. Like, it's so awkward. It's too many scenarios where I get like second, third, fourth, and fifth hand embarrassment with Shauna. Like, just stay off of it. It's not doing anything for you. You little 100 people here. Just get off of there. Shauna is always trying to make things appear like they are just going so great, and we're like, no, baby, it's not. I love the little comment. It was like, oh, don't Mia hate you? Like, no, Mia. We don't hate each other. She's right over there. Like, everything's okay. Like, no, it's absolutely not. It is not okay. And we see that in this episode. But yeah, the whole we don't want to wear the apron things, and Chaz, I love Chaz. Like, can I go say something now? Like, this is not okay. But regardless if your name was on the marquee or not, y'all didn't set any terms or standards for yourself. So whatever they throw at you to do, that's what you are supposed to do. Like, you are a glorified backup at this point, even though they do have verses on the song. Y'all, I think she said she had on a Gucci Liz heart. But yeah, did y'all feel any ways about this scene or about, once again, the way that Francois is talking to Chastity, saying, you know, I don't even know why you're here. Nikki?
I don't believe in being humble or just taking whatever you can get, but I don't believe in being entitled. I kind of feel like Shauna isn't necessarily entitled to me. She actually comes off as more naive. Like she is coming into this feeling like she should be getting things, and it's kind of like, well, why do you think you should get these things? Like, it's kind of coming off naive to me. Nah, Francis over here, Swah with the Swah. Now he's a a-hole. I really want him to get his comeuppance. Like, I need something
already.
Yes, I need something to really happen to him. I need him to realize, look, I need Chastity to get some goons or something. Like, I do not like. So I don't know. You don't have to talk to nobody like that. That was so uncalled for. The way he talked to her, that was disgusting.
Well, I think with the entirety of the show, like, you really get into just the way all the men in that little sector, everybody was moving funny when it came to women, and it's just kind of like maybe how women sometimes get treated in the industry. But yeah, Francois can get it, and them damn aprons was like wild. Why would you have them wearing aprons? That's like you saying that we're the help, like, automatically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-piece nugget. Cause what?
I'm sorry. Tyra, please go back.
No,
the previous slide. I gotta talk about the live. This was so embarrassing, and I loved it. My goodness gracious. She had 10 to 15 people watching. She got ripped up by all of them. Like, damn, you going on stage like that? And she was trying to play it off at first, like, yeah, I see the horrible comment, but she couldn't fight it no more. Everybody was coming for her. And the thing about it is, like, I mean, I've done a live before to where, like, nobody shows up and you talking to yourself.
No, being the fact that I was trying to like slide by it so we can give Shauna a break. Like, no.
I know how it feels. You know, I was born the warrior, you know, then when nobody in the chat. And, you know, I'm over here just like, all right, people in the chat, replay, ain't nobody saying nothing. So I know how it feels. It'd be like 7 people watching us. Like, man, let me get out of here. This is gonna be the fastest live ever. But never have I did a live where I'm being flamed by everybody in the comment section. Just bow. You suck. So I was like, ha. I love that right there. So that was funny.
I was trying to let her make it. Why would you do that?
Hell no.
Shauna got a whole lot on her in this episode.
Man, they did a great job there, you know, making sure we saw all those comments in that chat. I saw them all, and that was funny. But yeah, Francois, man, he needs to get beat up. He do need some goons, or he needs to fall down some stairs and sprain his ankle, you know, or something, you know. And I want Chastity to walk by like, oh, you need some help? You know what I'm saying? You okay? You gotta watch yourself there, buddy. You missed it.
Yo, it is too early in the show for that. I think what's gonna happen is he's gonna show his true colors, and I feel like Chastity is gonna come through with the save because they are always doubting. Well, I'm not gonna say they. I'm not gonna say Mia. Shauna is always doubting Chastity, and Mia is just so cold. She kind of goes wherever the wind blows, and kind of low key expects Chastity to kind of be her assistant. Like, ma'am, I ain't your damn assistant. I don't know why she's still giving her water and all this other good stuff. Get your own damn water.
Yeah.
All right, we're at the scene. I didn't expect this to go here. Like, I thought the bulk of it was done. But I did understand why they put this here. Like, this is probably clearly Lamont's first time just really, you know, I got to get her from school. I got to, you know, juggle doing my job and also being a father at the same time, maybe getting a taste of what Mia has to deal with all the time. But, man, if they didn't push her ass down, like, pick her up and push her down because she was already on the ground. I didn't like none of the behavior that was happening here. All of the, you know, we can get her some Wendy's. We can't get her anything. We cannot give her anything. Like, I think it was just to, you know, test the patience as far as Lamont. Like, I'm really gonna have to figure things out this month, but I'm not even gonna save it because I was mad that Lamont picked her up and apologized. I was like, you was old. That little yelling, because all he did was raise his voice like 2 octaves. Oh, baby girl, I am not for the gentle parenting. Personally, you do what you want with your own children. I believe in, love and also discipline, like the gentle parenting to where I just can't handle you in a certain space to where I'm expected to keep my voice at a certain, oh, babe, I'm sorry. What the hell are you apologizing for, Lamont? This pissed me off all kind of ways. Nikki, oh Lord, it's Nikki turn. I forgot I didn't call Nikki. Nikki, how did you feel about this tantrum? If you say she was in the right, I swear to God.
Well, I feel like Lamont you got to be prepared with kids. First of all, every time kids come home from school, they need a snack. They need food.
He's
they
not
need
the mom.
You gotta be prepared. First of all, but second of all, this was when I said, like, for me, this is when she went way too. This was the counting is what kind of took me over the edge. Like, if I'm trying to give you a warning and you finish the countdown for me, that was too damn far. Now, this was the point where my mama would have shot me that look that would have shut my ass up. Like, this is when I just feel like every kid kind of has that moment when you done went too far, because your mama gonna be like, and you just, oh shoot, I done went too far. This little girl was out of control, but they should have had her food. They should have had her food, because kids come home from school starving like monsters.
No, this was absolutely not. This wasn't the place for her. There's weed. It's a studio. He can't give her full on attention. It ain't a kid in sight. He just expected her like, oh, any other time. He's never had her for an extended period. Just take your iPad and I'm gonna do what I need to do. Like, no, you have to accommodate her. But there was a way for her to act the fact that her dad wasn't prepared, and it wasn't this. B, how did you feel about this?
So frustrating. Jesus Christ. The first, shame on Lamont. Like, bro, you got to get together. You're not a fresh dad. You're not a new dad. She wasn't born 3 months ago, and you're still trying to get used to this. She's at least 6 years old. Before they even mentioned food, I said to myself, bro, where is the Happy Meal? Like, what are you doing? You don't have no apple slices or nothing? Come on, and like, that is just so common sense. You pick her up, you get her some food, you get her the charger, you get her the iPad, you got some toys and all of that. You are so unprepared. This is ridiculous. So shame on you for that. But the whole counting thing, oh yeah, I would have killed her and brought her back to life. Like, are you serious? Are you serious? I would have, at the very least, shook the head. Little girl, what is wrong with you? Are you serious? Sit over there and be quiet. I'm gonna whoop your butt. There ain't no way I would have let that slide. This is embarrassing, Lamont. You truly dropped the ball, bro. You have no control whatsoever over your daughter, and that doesn't make any sense at all to me. Like, there's just no way. No, I mean, he didn't even, like you said, he was apologizing and stuff like this. Is crazy. The slide you got up. Oh my God, I've never seen her like this before. Like, that's your fault. So horrible.
Yeah.
She done unplugged the whole studio or whatever. Please, like, sit your butt down. This was crazy. This was crazy, Lamont. You got to step it up.
Yeah, I don't understand why Lamont gets so much credit as a dad. This is a clear-cut example of how much he don't have his damn child. Like you said, the girl about, what is she, 6 to 8 years old, and you just now telling me, oh, now I get it. I see. This shows you, and he has her in the most you cannot expect the kid to kind of act a certain way when they're in such an unkid-friendly environment. What is that girl supposed to do? Sit there like a statue? Ain't no kid finna just sit there. Like, this is just such a blatant display of how inadequate he is with this child.
100%. Absolutely. That's what this was for. It was for him, like, oh, I might have to step it up and do more than I've done in the past. Absolutely. But yeah, you still ain't getting no goddamn Wendy's.
It's just embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Like, no. Now you getting a bologna sandwich for your attitude. Get on my face. I'm gonna feed you, but I ain't gotta feed you nothing good. Mia said, step it up. Mia said, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Now you see how it feels. That was supposed to say, ain't nobody coming to see you. Like, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Mia was doing what needed to be done. I was here for it. just like with the music video, Shauna is just, she can't really find her feet. She's clearly uncomfortable. This is not her style of rapping, her style of dressing, her stage persona. This is not what she wants to rap about. So she looks very odd. Whereas you have, Rain and Mia, they look more like a duo than they did. But I love Mia's performance. She was doing what needed to be done, but clearly Shauna felt like they weren't moving as a group. It's like, well, yeah, you remember last season when we had our little moment and you weren't moving as a group? Yeah, I don't want to hear nothing about it now. So they are clearly not okay. But B, how did you feel about just, Shauna just looking at how she was looking on stage? The audience loved the performance, but you could see that there was tension.
Yeah, it was. She was hating on Mia a bit, because she had the reaction from the audience or whatever. But yeah, Shauna, just go home, man. If you're not gonna give 100%, you bringing the whole group down. No, that's not what you want to do, but you're here now and you got to bring it. You're not bringing it. You do look silly. She does, but I was enjoying her misery. I can't lie.
God,
yes.
Nikki,
Suffer.
how did you know what? That sounded real anime. Nikki, how did you feel about Shauna just not being able to get in where she fit in with the performance? The bars were there.
I'm really hoping we get some type of advancement with her character and like a more of a peak, because I feel like we still don't even know who she is. Like, she's obviously putting on, like you said, this is not her element. This is not, that girl is thicker than a Snicker, but she don't even know how to move nothing she got. Like, it's just so crazy. Like, Shauna is, goddamn, she thick as hell. Like, Shauna be looking good, but she don't know what to do with what she has. And I feel like when she had that mask on and was doing her whole, Queen Latifah thing, was that even her, or was that just what she wanted to present? And now we're doing this, and it's like, well, we know this ain't you, but what is you? Because the mask and the Queen Latifah thing and the MC Light thing, was that you? Is that? I feel like we're on the second season and we really have no idea who she is. Like, you scamming and you rapping about student loans, and then now you pop locking, dropping it like it's hot. You busting it wide open on the stage.
Really,
like, what is she all over the place? But yeah, she was awkward as hell. My eyes went to the white girl and went to Chameleon. Like, my eye did not go to Shauna. She up there looking crazy.
The fact that you know who Chameleon is and you don't know who Pretty V is. Let's go.
Well, I'm a Floridian, so of course I know who Chameleon is.
I was so proud of her on this show. Yeah. Once again, we already discussed how we felt about this scene. Lamont apologizing. I wanted to put nigga please, but I feel like that wasn't appropriate. Let's go to the next scene. I didn't care about that. Of course it was accidental with her unplugging, the whole studio, as B said. But like, yeah, it's like, let me put this down. I can't just have her back there waiting. I was like, I hope they fed the baby. Did the man actually go to Wendy's and get her something? Or she been sitting back there waiting this whole time? But yeah. I'm guessing Miyake is her dancer on-screen persona type of situation, but I just wanted to get into the big difference. Like, every single time Shauna has a moment alone, she just doesn't have anybody. Like I was just getting such a sense of loneliness. Once again, she hopped her ass online, hopping on that live, whereas you have Mia, she can, confide in Lamont and ask about the baby. She still has, people in her corner who she's doing it for. As she says, once again, I left my baby to be here, so I'm gonna do what I need to do and all this other good stuff. But did either one of you care about Shauna being lonely?
No. I barely remember this scene as well. But no, I don't care about her being lonely.
She ain't got no friends. At least Mia was kind of in her corner at first, but you messed that up and you haven't resolved it. Nikki, did you care?
I care, and I feel like it's more. I don't know. Like I said, I feel such an empathy for Shauna. Like, what happened to her friend working at Spotify and the other little girl? Like, did they just fall off the edge of the earth? Like, where are those friends? She is very much giving me those people who constantly go online because they really have nothing in real life. Like, I feel like Shauna makes me sad. Like, Shauna is over there so depressive. Like, and what happened to
her? If she's lonely,
it's like she had people, but I don't know what happened to them.
Well, as you can see, like she's alienating a certain group of people. Like, Mia and her girls thinking that she's better. And then she kind of fell out of that circle because they're like, oh, you're going to drop out to work at a hotel. Just like what the mom said, to be a rapper and then not kind of having any success. Now she's kind of, finally finding some, but it's just not even that. And then I think majority of those friends were more so the ex-boyfriend's friends. Like she just she doesn't do well with connecting with people, clearly. But
She doesn't, but I think that's sad. That's why I feel like it's more. It has to be something there.
Maybe we'll get there. This is where she wants to be. I forgot what's the AK-47, whatever the artist name was on stage. Shauna wants to be solo. Shauna wants to be solo. Shauna is out there stargazing, like, ooh, look at him just out there controlling, being himself and standing in his performance. That should be me. It's not that. It's not. Now, leaving this scene, because I don't even want to, linger in this. I just really like the lighting in this shot. Why are we going, backstage with the groupies in the green room? I did not understand the purpose of any of that. Clearly, we know, what these women are going back there for. So if you are aspiring to be more and, network, as they say, like, this is not the place. Everybody going back here to be a groupie. So I just felt like it was the wrong place for them to be to start off. But B, how did you feel about that, as well as Duke being a mover and shaker? Like, who ain't getting backstage? I feel like she got that staff badge intentionally from Francois.
Yeah, Francois is a hoe for that. He like, let me give her the boo-boo badge,
We saw what we love about her. Like, she's always gonna make a damn way. And that's what I love about Chastity. How did you feel about this? As well as them even going back there. Did you feel like there was a reason for them to really be back there?
Well, on Duke first, Chastity, I do like the way she's able to shake and move and finesse away and just find a way. That's just a good skill set to have in life. She's gonna make a way out of no way. So that's what's up right there. Love the energy and all that. It's comical, and she's light, so she's gonna use it to her advantage when she's communicating with people. Just like, I'm not a threat, so I'm just trying to have a good time. Mm-hmm. So I like all that. But I'm gonna push back a little bit. Even though you are correct that most of the women are going back there just to bop, I still saw it as a good opportunity to network and try to make a situation out of nothing. She was trying to rub elbows, rub shoulders with Lord AK, and just try to make an opportunity out of there. Like, hey, this is who I am. This is what I'm trying to do. This is what I'm about. And so even if it was an orgy back there or plan to be, she still wanted to. I mean, they had no other opportunities to get next to this large icon, and so I was okay with it. I thought it was smart. She was bougie as hell, but I thought it was a smart strategy to get back there and try to take advantage of the situation.
What about you, Nikki? As a woman.
I completely, massively disagree with B. Avery. I feel like you cannot network with niggas trying to fuck. Like, you just can't. Like, that is not what's gonna go down. You cannot. I feel like it was very irresponsible for them to be back here. I'm all for hoeing. If you want to hoe the hell out. But we don't need to be where the hoes at. We not trying to do what the hoes is doing. So
you will be a hoe by association.
Like, literally, like, it makes no sense. Like, I'm standing next to the girl that's hoeing, but I'm trying to rap. That don't make no. You think Beyonce or Sierra or Nicki Minaj or anybody that was trying to do something gonna be backstage while Luther Vandross trying to fuck around with the hoes? No, that ain't the time for that.
I don't think that was just set up like that just to be a hoeathon back there. I mean,
it was.
You probably you had some women that was willing to do it, in front of everybody. But I don't know. That was the pregame before the pop off, in my opinion. But
well, once they said it was his green room, like, I don't know why we were passing up, because clearly Francois' whole ass, he kept mentioning Rain. It was a dinner and celebration of her, whatever. I would think that would be more of a space to network than us going here. If I'm in line and they're saying, hand over your phone so we can just, be in the moment, high key, we don't need no snitches letting anybody know the fuckery that's about to go on back here or on this tour bus. I'm not going in here. Like, I just felt like you're gonna be a hoe by association. And like, because nobody back there knew who they were. Nobody was aware. Like, we are already doing backup for somebody else who now, at a certain level. And you going back here attaching yourself to hoes, and they're expecting you to be down for the hoism with everybody else. So I did not feel like this was a smart decision at all.
I feel y'all. I just kind of look at it like, okay, let's get in and out. We just need 30 seconds elevator pitch to be like, oh yeah, I'm on Instagram. Follow me. I'm gonna follow you back. And then, the next day of that week, oh yeah, you were in the back. I am following you. Oh, this is what you do. You got your link tree right here. Like that's
That's a link tree.
Yeah, I just think that's like, hey, let's just follow each other on social media and we can circle back, Monday morning.
I said get in and out 30 seconds. Them niggas was trying to get in and out. Okay, that's what was going on back there. That was not no. Interested in none of that.
With I did like that Chastity always is like a topsy-turvy character. Anytime we, see her, like, yes, that's why we mess with Chastity. That good old initiative. She gonna get back there. Then we get back there and succumb to, the manosphere and the peer pressure, and we snort whatever she snorted. I don't know what the hell it was. And she, losing her freaking mind. It was funny, but she's completely losing it. But you see that nobody is immune from the sexism, the misogyny, the drugs, all of the extraness back there. They're equating you to all of the women that are in that space, where you may have, the two of them who are actually back there for a legitimate reason and want to rap. It's, 50 other females in this room that are strictly here to get buzzed down. So this is not where I'm about to network at all. But I was laughing at Chastity. I did feel like this was funny. Did either one of you have a problem with, Chastity trying to kind of blend in? Like, I don't want to, like what B said, this is a network and give me a link tree, but in me trying to get those connections, if I have to, get in where I fit in and have to snort some drugs, and like, I don't want them to think I'm not, like, yeah, I don't got time for that. I don't have time for that. But did you guys think that was okay for her to be?
Well, no.
Okay, I'm just checking.
To sniff some drugs?
Yeah.
No.
But we try to get that linked in. We try to, because in the end when he was like, Charity, because he didn't even know her damn name, Charity, come on back with them drugs, girl. She was like, let me put my pride to the side. Even though this is a clear asshole, this may be somebody I need to, whatever later. That association you was talking about, B, she had
a little flirting at most, try to boost their ego, make them feel good, but I'm not about to snort coke. No, or whatever the hell it was, Comet, whatever. I'm not
Nikki.
Sometimes you gotta do a little drugs, okay?
I
feel like it made a lot more sense for Chastity to be back there than Shauna and Mia. I feel like Shauna and Mia should have been at the dinner, because those men aren't looking at Chastity as somebody to have sex with. So I feel like it made more sense for her to be back there. And she was able to get the Instagram and the follow. They weren't about to do that with Shauna and Mia. So yeah, sniff a little drugs, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes a little drug ain't gonna hurt nobody, have a little fun. But
absolutely not. Sniffing nothing, Nikki. No,
you gotta live life. Okay? Life is made to be lived.
Absolutely not. Yeah, there was no.
Okay, but if you're gonna sniff a little drugs, do it in a safe space at the house or someplace you're around
a room full of dudes. And I just love the fact that this was a friend of a friend. Like, nobody in this green room at this point was like anybody. They said this was Gat. He had that one song that one time. Like, there was nobody substantial in here except for this Courtney guy below. I did Lamont does state, this is the guy. His name was on the marquee. There was a little networking going on, but you have Shauna walking around with her nose up because, it's Shauna. It's Shauna. Like, I felt sorry for Shauna, but I'm like, Shauna, you agreed to this and the exact space that you are in. So why are you pretending that these men and these women are going to be anything more than what they are? Like, girl, please. But yeah, you see that, I guess Mia is good for networking. I'm gonna talk about her networking in a minute, all that good stuff. Whereas you have Shauna, she's just not like, I don't want to flirt to engage with you or none of that. Like, I'm a rapper, I'm a Rhapsody, I'm a no name, I'm a Queen Latifah, I'm an educated. Like, girl, get out of here. You are a backup girl with an apron on, twerking on stage. You are not that anymore. But I guess like, I don't even want to get into this. I really want to get into Mia because everybody want Mia for some reason. everybody wants them some Mia, and I'm trying to just kind of figure out with them bringing up her persona that she used to use on the the webcam and the strip of the whole thing. I feel like she is bringing that into this, and even though it looks like she's networking and oh, it's good, I'm making connections, she could easily become a pass around. Like if you start talking to every single established man that you meet, we have yet to see her sleep with anybody, which is cool. Hey, you got your 30 racks, whatever. But if she's gonna become that girl and just be thinking about her bag, then she could easily not just be a fellow artist, and she could just be a pass around in the industry. So I'm trying to see what that's gonna be like. Nikki, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like she's being professional, or that that this has no chance to turn into something else, and for people in the industry to look at her a certain way before she even gets a foot in the door? Or do you feel like she's handling herself appropriately?
I think she's handling herself just fine. Like you said, she ain't slept with nobody. So I mean, what can anybody say about her? She flirts. Like she hasn't actually. We ain't even seen. Have we even seen her kiss the guy that they was at the diner with? That gave her. We ain't seen her do nothing with nobody.
Not yet. I'm just saying.
This goes into what I was saying about Mia. Mia knows how to play the game. When you think about her being a stripper, like when you're actually like an exotic, like a stripper, you know how to sell men a fantasy. Like you're not just up there just dancing. And I feel like Mia knows how to do that. Mia knows how to present herself to men. She knows how to give. That's why everybody, all those men, they should be gravitating to Shauna, because Shauna got, if you just going on the body, but Shauna over there with a stank attitude. Mia is way more approachable. Like, oh, you gonna teach me? Men love to try and teach you something, child. Like she knows how to really talk to these men. So I feel like she was back here networking in a more positive, like I just feel like it wasn't a safe environment, period. But she knows how to really interact with this man and put on so that she can cultivate some type of relationship with them. This is the guy that her baby daddy wanted her to put the word in, and now she done made a cute little, and she ain't did nothing. She ain't crossed no line. She didn't do, anything with him. So I'm all with Mia's little hustle and game.
I mean, she hasn't, but it's like she hasn't yet. These men are on it. Because they ain't smiling.
We ain't seen Mia have sex with nobody but her baby daddy.
I know she has it, but I'm saying I'm not saying that she's gonna get there. I'm saying what's gonna happen when I'm not here for that. Maybe I want to slide my boyfriend's mixtape or whatever. And it's just like, girl, no, if you ain't giving up no ass, like why are you here? Like I feel like she might be inching up on going through the same thing she went through last season when it was whatever. But I just want her to make sure she's guarded and keeps her stance. I don't know. Be as a man. How do you feel about her in this whole scenario here?
I couldn't wait. She's not. She has basic social skills. I wouldn't say that she's presenting herself in a professional way or in a bad way. She's just there and knows what. I don't even know. I was about to say knows what assets she has, but I don't even think she knows that. She's just a woman that's just being herself. I didn't sense any type of game or strategy from her. I did Chastity though. I think that Mia is extremely naive and continues this cycle of getting used and abused, which we may talk about here in a second if you have a slide for it. Interesting way to look at it, Cassandra, the next Lori Harvey. There's no strategy to Mia in these scenes right here. She's just there with decent social skills, with everything working out in her favor by default. And so I can't really give her that much credit, but I think she's extremely naive in my opinion.
Well, yeah, that I just want her to start leading with her music. Like, hey, now that this window's open, hey, I do music too. That's never mentioned. They're just mesmerized. Like she's just, yet another cute girl at the party. Like if we're not leading with our music, then they're going to think we're leading for something else. And when somebody asks you for some of that, then what? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Protect yourself at all times. But hey, maybe she'll slide the news on to Lamont or give Lamont an opportunity. But hey, if I'm checking for you and I'm trying to get with you, I ain't trying to give your baby daddy no opportunity, girl. Get the fuck out of here. All right, let's move on to the next thing. I'm just saying. I just wanted to put this here real briefly. Bye, Chiquita Banana, because what the hell was that? I was hoping that was meant for laughter, and she wasn't supposed to be fucking it up at all. Like, This cracked me up. I was hoping that we were not meant to take this seriously, but for whatever reason, maybe because Duke was high, she was turned on. But I needed her to sit down and just let us know what the hell she was doing. I don't want to linger here. I just want to know what the hell this was. Nikki, anything to say on her? I don't even know what the hell that was.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Baby was high.
I just really didn't understand what the hell that was. Like, ma'am, get out of here. I just wanted to put that there real briefly. Let me leave this here, because girl, don't come over here with that shit. What are you doing? I thought that was hilarious. But getting here, what we really, really want to talk about. I really want Shauna to start reading the room. This is not the room for, oh, don't you guys have standards? Are you guys okay? No. Bye dreadlocks, bye Nubian queens. We only want, I put ambiguous, simple-minded baddies allowed.
Now, why I had to catch a stray?
Bye dreadlocks, like, what is the square root 9 point? Yeah, you gotta go. You know, you gotta go. But we see how Gat is really meticulous about who he wants on the tour bus and who he doesn't want on the tour bus. And Shauna is just absolutely not feeling this. B, how did you feel about Shauna in this moment, in the way that she was kind of like having expectations for these women to be more than what they are, which is why I was like, why are you guys even in here? These are groupies. They came here for what they came here for. They're not trying to be here on some respectability politics.
Shauna, sit your ass down, man. What are you talking about? Like, she really thinks this is a game? Like, this is a scholarship prize? Get her,
ooh, I get to ask, I'm gonna know all the questions. I know all the hip hop trivia. Girl, no.
And I'm even fine with that, but for her to get mad and try to get people on her side, like, you guys see what's going on, this is a conspiracy, like oh my God, like that was ridiculous. Like, just don't even participate. She was really wanting to be a contestant, like, oh my God, I won. I'm the third person here. Here's my resume. Like, that was insane. Like, really insane. Yeah, like you said, read the room. I mean, like, for her to think that she was really going to go on the tour bus, or even if she made it on the tour bus, to have some type of intellectual, deep conversation.
That's not what they do on the tour bus.
You are crazy. You are crazy. Oh, you wanted me to come over at 2 a.m. over the weekend? I thought we were just going to play tic-tac-toe. Like, she was stupid. Can I comment on what happened to her after that, or I gotta wait?
Oh no, I'm gonna let oh, you funny me. Nikki, how did you feel about this? We finna get into what happened after that. Did you feel like Shauna was right in her way of like feeling like we deserve better, you Nubian queens? This is wrong. Don't you guys care? How did you feel, Nikki?
I guess in essence, I agree with what her point is, but I don't know why she was trying to like enlist the whole elition to like band up together with her.
Right.
Homegirl who was sitting next to her was killing me in this scene. She like everything she said was hilarious. But yeah, Shauna, this is why I said this was not the place for them to even network. First of all, Shauna is, oh God, I try to take up for Shauna so bad, but her in this scene was way too much. It was way too much.
They're colorists. They just want to do drugs back here in the green room and just sleep with exotic women and white women. I'm appalled. I expected more out of you. Don't you care? Like, oh,
Shauna was trying to get together the Million Woman March. Like, I don't know what she was in there doing.
That was.
Regardless of what Shauna was trying to do, this pissed me off. This pissed me off. Now, first of all, I was feeling myself like, who the hell can't name all the members of Wu-Tang? Y'all know I love Wu-Tang. But the fact that she could, it's just like, oh, I have to, find another way to embarrass her and undercut her. I put ejaculated here. I've never understood why women, I don't care who you are, allow man to, I'm gonna say, skeet champagne on you, because that's what it gives to me. I felt like it was not only disrespectful for him to do that in the way that he handled it, but that's just champagne, and this whole gesture here is just another, like, you might as well throw your load on my face, in my opinion. It was just so disrespectful, and I hated all of this. And I was just like, why are y'all here? this is yet, why this is not a place to network. This is not, these people can't do, much of anything for you. Like, get your ass out here. B, share your opinion on this scene here.
Oh man. Even though I don't like Shauna, I really don't like Shauna. She didn't deserve this. And it pissed me the F off. I was my fist balled up. I'm still to this point, like if I was in that situation, just a fly on the wall or standing by as a guy, like I really wanted to go over there and rock the dude's face for doing that. Like, bro, I mean, look, if you want to give the fine women with the big booties and the small waist the easy ABC questions, I'm not mad at you, man. It's your party, it's your prerogative. But for you to feel embarrassed because she was able to name everybody in Wu-Tang and just drench her in a bottle of champagne, you're a hoe for that. You're a bitch for that. Like, I have zero respect for you. And I would have wanted to rock him. I don't know if I would have, because I'm in the Lion's Den. I mean, he got security, he got his boys. It probably would have ended up being a 7-on-1, 10-on-1 situation. But if the playing field was fair, this was outside on the street or something like that, I just couldn't let that slide. I couldn't let that slide. That's just ridiculous. And it broke my heart that I would have felt better about it if he did it, Shauna ran out of there, and people called him out on this BS. Like, oh man, you didn't have to do all that. That was messed up. Like, yada yada. But then nobody do that. The men, the women, nobody. So it really.
I mean, she out the game now.
Shauna, she shouldn't have been there in the first place. But that was foul. That was low. And I hope that she gets some justice before the season is over.
I think it was a wake-up call that, you know what, hey, this was not the place for you to network. It never was. And nobody was ever gonna go, yo, man, that was foul. Like, they all in here on the same stuff for the same reason. We're all back here doing drugs. We're all back here expecting sex from women. We all trying to get to the tour bus or whatever. Like, it's a whole pick of the litter back here. Like, get out of here. Nikki, how did you feel about this?
This was triggering. I would have bust his head wide open. I don't care if I'm behind enemy lines. I did not like. I mean, I get it. She's a girl. He's a guy. I just didn't like that she just ran out with her tail tucked. So I would have had to bust somebody's head. I would, even if I'm gonna lose, you not finna just do that to me. This was so disgusting. And I was honestly, this was my first time really looking at Chastity with disgust, because I didn't like the fact that she didn't really have, not that I expect her to like do something, but once they got on the bus and she pretty much was like, well, this your fault. It doesn't, yes, Shauna was in there with a crazy attitude, but it was not that deep. Like, y'all could have went on about y'all party. You could have just told her to get out. This was so uncalled for. That I felt so bad for her. That was terrible. And ain't nobody have her back.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, Mia got a towel.
I mean, I was glad that they at least even were aware enough to go after her and not just be like, well, that's Shauna being Shauna. I actually didn't mind Duke. I did not mind Duke. Duke knows the space that she's in. She's been in these spaces. So she, even if I have to humble myself, I know this is an asshole, but I know where I'm at. Shauna, I didn't like the fact that she said, like, what did you say to him? Did you do something? Like, that shouldn't have been the first question. But, you can't be in this space and expect, oh, this is misogyny. This is, this is that. This is not that space, boo. And the more you think it is, the more you're going to be disappointed. Like, this is what it is. We have to network with niggas that we don't like. Like, this is the business. This is what it is. I didn't mind Chastity in this scene. As far as Mia meeting in the next city, she about to get flued out. Back to what you said about her not sleeping. That's why I put a yet on it. Okay. People don't get, I mean, if we didn't learn our lesson from last time, nobody's flying you out to, have a conversation. Like, that's not what it is. If I'm, giving you 30 bands, flying you out, all this other good stuff, putting you up, I'm sure in a hotel and all this, she ain't got no money. She spent it all. He's gonna expect something, But B, how did you feel about this thing? Like, Shauna is crest.
Yeah, and I was feeling Maya, but this made my respect level for her to go down, and why I did call her naive. I mean, like, you just don't bail on your crew like that, just for some random penis. And she did not learn her lesson from last time. You literally got thrown out of a hotel and you was on the street crying, and you finna do the same thing here. this dude don't care about you. You just a weekend bust down girl to him. You know. Now, if you want to get bust down, okay, that's fine. That's your prerogative.
I was going to say that, because you remember she got thrown out. She was probably, I think she was prepped for sex. She didn't have sex because he brought some friends with him, and it was like, oh no, I thought it was just going to be you, and then it was that. I don't think she minds, like, she has intentions of being bust down, but it's like, if you're trying to be a rapper and be all these other things, you operating how you once did is probably not the best idea, because I'm sure, I think his name's Cash, he's busting down somebody wherever the hell he is whenever. You're not the only one.
Wait, you think that she wants to get bust down, or she has no idea that's what the agenda is?
She has to, like, she absolutely has to. I think she would have got bust down last season if she, because it's to get a bag, and this is, she just wants to flaunt the money regardless of, how she got it. Same thing she did, when he handed her the 30 bands last time. But it's like, after that, then what? Like, is she gonna have expectations to be, oh, I'm that? Like, no, you're gonna be some random bust down that he bust down from Florida, and he's gonna move on to somebody else.
I think it's just tacky to do that, to leave, especially after what Shauna went through. That's just me. I got a comment though. I mean, I got to respond to something that TG5455 said. I wouldn't do anything for Shauna, to be honest, Brandon. My thing is this: even though I don't like Shauna, there's still a code, man, that you got to live by, a code of conduct, and there's just certain stuff that you just, can't, you just don't let fly. Whether you're a black man or a black woman, and I just cannot stand your ass. Even if I want to swing on sight, it's just still, I would still come to your defense when it comes to certain things. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's some people I don't like, but I'm if something were to happen to them, I'm still going to be right there,
absolutely,
locking arms with them. Just like, no, I'm just not. I can't allow it. Kind of like when we did the recap for. I mean, this is a much more serious situation when it comes to rape. But when we was doing the wrap up for Snowfall,
yeah,
we didn't like what was the name?
Louis.
We didn't like Louis.
Yeah,
I couldn't stand Louis, but I'm not finna sit here and let her get gang raped. Like, no, I'm not gonna allow that. So even though that's more severe, it's just some stuff you just can't let slide. You gotta have some type of standard or code, but I'm done.
Absolutely. I agree, B. Like, that's just what it is. Like, all women at the end of the day. But I think this was a learning experience for all of them. Like, this is what it is. If you came back here expecting anything else, child, be smarter next time.
Crazy.
Don't go back there with your badges. But y'all, this was absolutely awesome. This was great. I think we covered just about everything. Nikki, I am going to give you the screen first to let everybody know where to find you and what you got coming up over there on your channel. Let's see me take this up.
Well, struggle audience, you can find me over at King Nikki TV, and I am covering the latest movies. I mostly do horror, but I do a lot of different type of content, different genres. I follow a lot of different TV shows, whether it is Snowfall, most currently, The Changeling, The Walking Dead spinoffs. I also do ranking videos, most recently 31 horror movies for every day in October, my top 10 guilty pleasure horror movies, a lot of new releases, American Horror Story, the new Pet Cemetery. So make sure you come on over there, subscribe, check out all the content. If you have, an array of things that you like, it's definitely over there covering a lot of different things. So make sure you come on over to King Nikki TV. I did Power, Force, and just a lot of different TV shows, ranking videos, top 100 movies of the 90s, and everything in between, from TV movies, ranking videos. It's all over there.
It's all over there. And as you can see, I put Nikki's information in the chat, the link to her channel. So if you want to go over there and check her out, that would be absolutely awesome. B, I'm going to bring you in so you can do the same.
I was muted. But Tara, this was a lot of fun. Nikki, this was a lot of fun, and nice to meet you. And Tara, thank you so much for having me on your channel. I really do appreciate it. And shout out to everybody in the chat as well. But It's your boy B Avery over here with Just My Opinion Reviews. You can find me here on YouTube, giving you the latest trailer reactions, TV recaps, and movie reviews. And your boy does do some lives as well. Every Sunday, every week, I've been doing like a super duper superhero comic book smash down show where I talk nothing but comic book and superhero news. So if you're into that type of thing, come through every Sunday around 6:30 p.m. CST. That's what we do over there. Also, the movie news roundup as well. It's kind of on a hiatus right now, but it's coming back. But I did a live earlier today about the season finale for Loki. I also are covering Power on my channel as well. Next week, I will be covering the Hunger Games film, seeing that on Monday. So I have a review for that, and also Wish next week. But yeah, I love comic books. I love superheroes. I love movies, TV, black people stuff. I try to have a mixture of it all. And so I'm still growing, and I want you to be a part of the fam. So if you like me tonight, I do appreciate it. Go ahead and subscribe on YouTube, follow me on Instagram, all that good stuff. I would love to engage with you.
Now, like I said, everybody's information is in the chat. Just take your ass over there. I love when y'all just go do what I ask y'all to do. Don't be tripping. I ain't even gonna tell y'all what I got coming up because y'all be playing. Y'all be trying to play in my face. But tomorrow we should be dropping Interview with the Vampire. So look forward to that. And next week it's just gonna be a whole bunch of it's gonna be Throwback City. It's gonna be a good time. But remember to hit the like button before you guys get out of here and check out these awesome people as well. Be sure to drop down and leave your comment at the bottom. Remember, I need it there. I need the like and I need the comment there, not just in the chat. It would be greatly appreciated. But I don't know what we looking like. What we looking like for next week, y'all? Are y'all like open next week for episode 3?
Right, maybe.
Maybe. I'll take that. I'll absolutely take that. Hopefully, possibly, we will be back. But if not, I will be back solo dolo, or, with Nikki or with B or whatever it may be. But you guys have been awesome. Please hit that like button. Show my people here some love. And we will maybe see you guys next week. Good night, you guys.
Peace.
Mm-mm.